Yo, so I'm gonna address this. I got people DMing me like, man, what's your video about? Man, first off, it is not about the Rob #1 debate. Rob's a fucking bucket. Rob got a very, very big win. Anybody saying Rob is #1 has valid fucking reason to say that. I think even when I say things, it's all opinion based. So like, you can say whatever you want. So I don't want people to run with that was a trigger point. Nah, there was some janky ass shit that was done, and it's so janky that I think people need to hear about this to just see people's true characters. There's shit that I don't agree with, but it has nothing to do with me. But y'all, there is some janky shit going on behind closed doors, and I think a lot of times your guys' opinion is swayed a certain way without giving you the facts. So I'm giving you all facts. My video, I'm dropping receipts on everything. It's gonna be the spiciest video on YouTube. Mark my words.
If 1v1 didn't clip it, then it ain't clipped right. Obviously, moving forward to Off the Dribble. Now, he tagged you, or tagged us, the 1v1 Hoops page, and the Street Stars. All the Hoops page. Public service announcement. We are now opening our platform to all Hoopers, no matter what platform you're under. It's time to remove the politics, the bad energy from the space, and focus on more the players than the brands. We're working to push this culture forward as we plan our next pay-per-view that will be even bigger than the last. I want to invite every Hooper to Off the Dribble. We don't care what other platforms you play at outside of ours. We want each and every player to be able to get the most out of this space. You gotta sacrifice your bodies and mentals to push this culture forward. I think it's time we put the control back in your guys' palms. Off the Dribble X Ballers Life pay-per-view just showed what happens when parties work together. We gave you guys the most attended YouTube basketball event ever, and more importantly, we paid players the most they have ever received for one game. Win, lose, or draw. Let's keep pushing this space to the moon. No more gatekeeping. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about this new business model. And obviously said rooted for all y'all as he tagged Street Stars, Ballers Life, June League, Just Different Hoops, Free Smoke Tour, Court Steppers, Streetball Culture. No, LA got next.
Nola got next.
Nola got
New
next.
Orleans.
I said no LA. My freaking gosh. I knew it was Nola, and I still said no LA. Nola got next. Z League, 1v1 Hoops, Fernhill Hoops, Philly, the 23 League. I'm rooting for all y'all. I agree, though. Well, Off the Dribble saying that, I understand, because he'd been tired of it since you remember, because we know it came out before with next chapter Scotty, messed up some of the flights that Baller's Life made to fly him out, and they basically blew off their whole thing. So, and then Off the Dribble had something to say in the past, which I know you covered this, Jay. But I agree, though.
Yeah, and there's the
Take
whole
off
thing
the
with Rob
politics.
too. Them saying that uh, he's saying that they wanted Rob to breach his contract that he had signed to play in the event,
Facts.
the Balls Life and Off the Dribble event, or he would be released from next chapter or something like that. Which they got resolved ultimately, but yeah, there's been a bunch of just craziness going on in the community behind the
Sure.
scenes
For
with this
sure.
type of
For
stuff.
sure.
So that's why he's made this big announcement
And I
that he
respect it.
doesn't care. He just wants the players, which I do believe that
I do.
DaveO Off the Dribble wants what's best for the players. He just wants the players to get paid. He doesn't
Facts.
like the politics. Like if they're on TNC, they can't play over here.
Facts.
Which I don't disagree with how Scotty and TNC are doing it, because I've heard their side of they want to keep players. What's the word?
Exclusive.
Yeah, exclusive to TNC and not just everywhere hooping. Because once you're everywhere, you kind of lose. That special thing, just you can only see him on TNC. So it's just two different business models, but they're doing it two different ways. But I'm not mad at either way, the way they want to do it. Ball's Life is
Facts.
always pretty much just whoever is popular in the community, they invite them to go play over there. That's what they've always done. Even with
Yeah.
the 1v1, what were those events?
Yeah, the King of the Court thing, right? The three Hooper
Yeah, the
thing.
King
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
Court. Yeah, I
yeah.
don't know
King of
why
the
I thought it
Court.
was
Yeah,
called
yeah,
something else.
yeah. King of the Court. King of the Court. Yeah. So yeah, that event was good. That was Dope. Yeah, like I said, I don't disagree with either model, but I do understand what he's saying, leaving out the politics. It do get, like I said, I understand, yes, everyone has a business to run, and maybe their motto is not their motto. As B. Ellis and Marcellus said, like, yeah, I'm not bashing their motto or nothing. It's like, if they feel that they want to do that, that's cool, but over here, we're going to do that, and that shouldn't be a problem either. Which it shouldn't. It's just like, I understand, though. I definitely understand both sides. Like I said, you want to keep the exclusivity with your players, with certain players, certain guys. Over here, you're building your brand. It's not saying, like, but I get it. They're trying to keep some of the exclusivity. Have they next chapter guys? Off the Dribble has their guys, but it's just like, I understand though. Like you said, any platform, I do like to see that too. But I understand, like,
You can
like I
play
would.
that video that's right under the announcement because it's some people giving like their take on it too that we could talk about.
Yeah, it says politics ruin sports. As a professional athlete myself, this is the best business move. Okay, let's hear.
And I'm pretty sure like the picture that he's putting is probably who said it because he put
Who
like
said it? Yeah.
he put Matt. And somebody said TNC too. He didn't mention TNC in the post because we obviously know how TNC feels about this.
It's how it's supposed to be, and the fans get the matchups they looking for. Summer Jam. As the outside organizations make it hard, but we got a team to do what's right for the players. Okay, that's what he said. Did you go over this with other platforms? He said no need. This is for the players, not the platforms. If a player is under contract, that's different. At OTD, I never try to have a player breach a contract with another brand. That's good. The next chapter players too. Everyone is welcome. Most of the players over here I talk to on a regular have the utmost respect for. They shouldn't be stuck in the middle of a quarrel. So I'm gonna be the first to squash the drama and open the door to all players. Okay. I don't know why they say next chapter players too. Like, do you understand what all platforms mean, or like the word "all" just doesn't resonate in people's brains? Like, the frick is you talking about?
Yeah, I think because
I
everybody knows he's mainly talking about TNC. So
yeah,
they're
I
trying
didn't
to
know,
instigate like you talked about this with TNC
man.
already.
And it's a hell, and then so you got beef with Rob slash TNC about Rob's comments at the end of this paper again. It's a hell not Rob, my boy. I've talked to him 10 times since that. Rob know where the comp is at. He been here since the early OTD days. But about that comment, I never asked a player to do that. Hey man, love the honesty. Still going. So platforms gatekeeping content slash players is hurting the community. Let's all do what we can to change it, man. That's real though. I'm not gonna act like that ain't true though too. Sometimes it's like niggas is gatekeepers though. I ain't gonna lie. That stuff do get unlearned. They said ball is like co-signs this. When we all work together, everyone wins. The fans, the players, and the platforms. Ball is like OTD money line. Okay, and then that should be the last one. Yeah.
Yeah, I do agree. Like once this grew into like a real business, I think that's when things started going a little bit downhill.
They did.
Like
They did.
obviously, it's the events are getting bigger, the players are getting paid more, but it has just taken some of the fun out of it because every month it's something like, oh, this player couldn't play in this event because of this thing behind the scenes. Like it has been ruining it a little bit. So I
It
do hope
has
that I hope all the companies can come to some agreement to where
some type
the
of
fans don't
agreement
lose out on
because
stuff. Because there's even been times where like fans pay for a matchup and it doesn't end up happening. So
I feel
or
that. I
they're
hate.
expecting this game to happen for months, and then the last minute something happens and the game can't go on. So I do hope
Yeah.
they all just come to some type of agreement.
Yeah, I don't know if it's me, Jay, or something. I just don't like that word fans. I think we've talked about it on multiple podcasts. I like to just say
Yeah,
supporters. I'm like, yeah, supporters, supporters, supporters. I'm not a fan.
yeah.
Like, cause it's like
I'm
when you
not a
get like
fan.
fan, it feels like you fanned out or like you know what I mean. Cause me
Yeah,
and you
that's
have said
why because that's how it's used a lot now. Or you fanned out. I see it so much in the comments. People saying, "Oh, Rob fans this, TNC fans that." That's why I'll be
yeah.
saying this sometimes. But we always be trying to say supporters instead of fans.
There's a big difference, but I do agree, like you said, when it got to the money side. We talked about this a while ago too, with like YouTube, how when it was like Chris White and some other people, and it's like, oh, you didn't pay this, the money, this, the money, this. We was like, bro, everything just turns into money. It's like, I get it. Yes, you gotta get paid to do if you get paid to do what you love, would you do it? Yeah, a lot of people, yeah, they love basketball. getting paid for what they love, it shouldn't be a crime. I was like, I understand that. I'm like, damn, everything's just like, we can't just check up now anymore. They're like, nah, we're in a pay-per-view stage. There's no regular checking up. I'm like, I just feel like sometimes I'm like, I don't want to have to keep waiting 6 months to play a 1v1. Then it'd be
Yeah, that's why I was
underwhelming
gonna
too.
say this too. I just watched Tay. He uploaded a video earlier today of a 3v3,
Mm-hmm.
and it was him and Cam against yeah, for sure it's him and Cam, Rob, Day on different teams, and
Uh-huh.
it just brought me back to like the old vibes of the community where it's just like just having fun, just hooping, not
Yeah.
we didn't have to wait 6 months for this matchup to see Rob and Tay play against each other again. Like
Facts.
they were just at the gym having fun hooping, talking trash. It felt like an old style video of the community from like a few years ago before things just got
Yeah.
way too toxic and professional. It just felt like those
Yeah.
old vibes again.
It, I definitely agree, Jay. I definitely agree. But you know, like you got the Marcelluses of the video and all that. Like, you know, shout out Marcellus. We love you. Accountability. We love you preaching that and making the accountability sweats and all that. But it's just
Yeah,
like I know people's like, yeah, we've been giving y'all free content. It's like, yeah, we're not against that with certain things you have to pay. But I definitely did agree with some of the comments I saw under there. It's like, yeah, you give us a pay-per-view, but then sometimes that 1v1 matchup might be kind of trash. I'm like, that is true. And it's like, yeah, just put $20 down. But it's like, damn, like this wasn't even worth $20. Like we do it sometimes with movies and stuff. Go get the movie, like, frick, I put like 10, 11, 15 for this ticket. This movie was trash. Like, bro,
yeah,
I sat here and wasted. That's why I just like it's sometimes it's the underwhelming effect, which I don't like, is with certain movies and certain things when they get hyped up so much, which I know pay-per-views you gotta hype them up. What they do with movies, that's why I sometimes get underwhelmed because some movies I see they're so hyped. I'm like, oh man, they're making this look really good. And now you get it and it's like, damn, like this low key could have been free. And it's like, yeah, you know, so that's why I say everybody has their pros and cons. I know nothing in life's free except for damn near air, but we gotta pay for it. But you know, at that point, but yeah, nah. Like I said, the business side, yeah, it does make the hoops kind of boring, but let me move on because I know we got a lot to cover. Like, move on to the next video with DaveO, talk about it again. I
yeah.
guess
Which I
same,
mean,
no more.
it's kind of in the same topic. This is gonna be the same video
Yeah,
too.
same realm. I'm gonna read his caption first before I play the video. He said, "I don't speak up about things until someone comes. For me, over the last week, I've witnessed some of the jankiest, snakiest, slimiest, and he's a slimy ball tactics from people portraying themselves in a different manner. This video will hold everyone accountable just as much as I want people to continue holding me accountable. I won't speak on anything that doesn't have a receipt attached to it. I stole this idea from A. Millies." Okay. Like,
Yeah. So
they
he had
always
posted that
speak around.
he's working on a video right now. Which I don't
Yeah.
know
So,
when he's gonna drop it because that was like even a few days ago too. So I don't know when the video's gonna be dropping, but we'll be tuning into that for sure. See what he's talking about.
facts. So we got like the Rob #1, which is on to the same topic. Now it's reposted the next chapter post. The #1 player on YouTube. Swipe for more. And it's showing